1996, I believe it was, FEAT of Oregon was hosting a conference. And FEAT, we had no idea what FEAT was. And so there were several of us that went down to Oregon for the conference and left there just feeling so enthused, not only for our community, but also for our children. And so we came back here, back home, and we started the groundwork for forming FEAT of Washington. And in December of '96, 6 families, we signed all the paperwork and established FEAT of Washington, signed off on our nonprofit status.
But it was mainly, we decided to get together and support each other, use different resources that we had, materials, ideas, therapists. Where did we get the people to perform the one-on-one behavioral approach, consultants that were able to design programs. How can we support each other as families who were working with our children with autism? Because primarily it was all done in the homes, and as a result, you were very isolated, and this process, this organization gave you an opportunity to interconnect with other families and share resources.
The spring of '96, we hosted a workshop, and at that workshop several new families joined FEAT, and one of which was a parent by the name of Bryn Shario. And Bryn had 2 children with autism of her own.
She was the one who really brought the vision of FEAT being more than a family support network, but actually creating programs and filling the needs that were there, those gap needs that were not being filled, and being able to be successful at delivering those services.
We connected with Bryn immediately in terms of both her knowledge of autism, which was greater than ours, and we needed that. But not only that, her kind of lightness of being in her nature. She's very lighthearted and provided not necessarily humor, but a lot of levity to what was otherwise a very traumatic situation for young parents.
During her 9 years as executive director, she took us from, pretty much a bunch of parents trying to make do to one of the leading programs, in the country, certainly the largest FEAT organization in the country. By focusing in on those areas, those gaps in treatment and those gaps in supporting families, we've really been able to grow as an organization. We've been able to continue to fill in those gaps that really no one else will do. And Bryn was the mind behind that. Bryn was the inspiration behind that. Bryn was the organizer and the cajoler and the everything else that whatever was necessary, Bryn was there to do, and we wouldn't be here without her.
If she sees a need for something, it gets done. Later that summer in 2001, she had seen a need for a summer program for kids with autism. A summer program was launched. And so Bryn continually made her mark in the community, in the state, as well as nationwide. But most importantly, she changed the lives of so many kids with autism.
On behalf of all the families and all the people and the entire citizenship of Washington State, you've done an amazing job. Without you and your leadership and your vision, FEAT would not be where it is today, able to reach so many families and give them hope and give them the guidance and the vision and the faith that things are going to be okay.
You've given me and my family, as well as many others, the greatest security in knowing that there was somebody fighting for us, somebody caring for us, somebody that we could turn to, somebody that could be a friend as well as be an advocate for us. And we appreciated all of the hours and that you spent not only in volunteering, but as the executive director for this organization.
Bren, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being there for my family. Thank you for making me do more than I thought I could do for the community. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for connecting me with other families like mine. Thank you for giving me back my son. Thank you.
You provided for us a direction and someone who cared about Austin as much as we did. And for that, we'll be eternally grateful.
Bren was such an inspiration to all of us. An inspiration to me, an inspiration to my wife, our family, our friends. She got us to do things we didn't know we could do. And we need people like Bren. We need more Brens. We need more people to go out and inspire others and make things happen in our communities, across our local area and across all of Washington. We all have it in us to help. We all have it in us to get involved and make a difference. And all we need to do is look inside ourselves and realize this is something I can do. This is a difference I can make. And if this is reaching you tonight, I hope that you reach out to us. We could use you. We need more Brens. You can do it.
It is the most prolific organization in the country at specifically focusing on the parents involved with autism and how to help them create that protocol or their path for their child to have the highest quality of life possible. This is not done without a lot of hard work and a lot of passion and a lot of funds. We need your help tonight. Each one of you in this room can make a powerful difference to help FEAT continue all the services that we provide. I want to reach out to each person in this room tonight and ask you to help us with our mission and help us with the future of autism.